Hello. Hello, sweet spirits, and welcome back to another Fairy Like Tarot and Readings. I hope everybody's had a good day today. I've had a very, very lovely day. So, since I did a reading last night, these cards have been calling to me. They've been sitting here all day, and actually the funny thing is, oh, look at that, 1111 card on the back. Anyways, funny thing is, we're having Spirit Week at work, which it's the first time I've worked at a place where even the nursing staff, visiting staff, was allowed to participate, and I think it's cute. It's funny. Like yesterday was pajama day. Yes, we had staff going to people's houses in their pajamas, which I found hilarious. And mine and my case manager's whole reasoning was, well, we became nurses so we could work in our pajamas. Scrubs, if you get the right ones, are very cozy. And the whole week is drink out of anything random, or no, anything but a cup or a bottle, you know. And I chose an empty shampoo bottle. I mean, I do have a dirty mouth. I had to wash it out with soap, right? And the tarot cards, back to the first point. Sorry, I am so ADD tonight. That was going to be bring a random object to work. And I forgot, and I grabbed my ring light. It would have been much easier to grab a deck of tarot cards. But I gotta say, the ring light does plug in by USB, so I did get a really cool picture of my car, and hopefully they use it. I don't know. Maybe they hate me. I'm just kidding. But anyways, yeah, it's been a fabulous day. And I get to wear my favorite team's jersey. I'm being smoked out, man. Woohoo. I came off strong. Begone, evil spirits. Ooh, maybe I needed that big puff. Lord have mercy. It is really going tonight. Hokey smokes, literally. Oh, man. I'm trying to get a little Palo Santo for sweetness. You know, I feel like I've had a lot of sweetness in my vibes today. But anyways, yes, I left this deck out last night because it was calling me to do a reading. I feel like the reading I'm about to do and follow up on, because I was just too daggone tired to do it last night, is for a specific person or maybe even a specific group of people. God, I love the smell of Palo Santo. Palo Santo. I'm going to put my stones to my throat chakra there. I'm tripping over my words already, and I haven't even really got started. Oh, let's leave that there. And give the cards a little cleanse. These are things I usually do before I get started, except talking. Oh wait, you know, I talk to myself too. So anyways, like I said, this feels like a specific reading for a specific person out there. And maybe you know who you are. So I'm gonna get into it. Alright, I'm focusing on that energy that I felt. Alright. You are the Ace of Wands, or in that Ace of Wands energy. Oh my goodness, if I can get it to stop blurring. The ring light is new to me, so the camera is not, but in dimmer light, don't quite have this problem. And next card up is Page of Cups. They came out together, so I feel like that's your energy right now. Someone with a cup of love, and Ace of Wands, kind of phallic. Maybe a little feeling on the schmexy side of things. Okay, these cats have been playing in my room today. They get their little dirty feet up here, and I'm like, I can see it once I get the ring light on. Something else I usually do before I get started. Anyways. Alright, so Another 2 cards. We've got the Page of Swords, and we've got the 1111 card coming out. And there's the Page of Swords. All right. Venturing forth, cutting down barriers is what I'm getting with that. For that happily ever after. Next, we've got the Knight of Cups. This, a lot of water energy. 7 of Wands in reverse. So it seems like maybe the hardships are coming to an end that you've been dealing with. I have really smoked myself out with this sage here. Ooh. What does a wake my sister up? I try to keep it to a minimum because I know she's not very fond of it. Maybe if I get it out of the path of the fan. There we go. And then we have 2 more popping out. We've got the Knight of Wands. And we have the Sun. Now it's just blowing right in my face. Ah! Oh my goodness. Very passionate energy, and I'm hearing wish fulfillment coming in with the Sun lit up. I look like I'm in a Cheech and Chong video with all this smoke. Oh my God. All right, we're gonna dip that upside down so it can stifle a bit. All right. That's my own spirits protecting me. Then we've got the Queen of Wands in reverse. So the Queen of Wands upright is someone very intelligent, beautiful, giving, and I feel the same meaning kind of goes for in reverse, but it's more of holding back these gifts that she might have. What else in this Queen of Wands? I need like 1 to 3 cards. 1 to 3 cards for Queen of Wands, please, Spirit. Just let it fly. Okay. What do we have for Queen of Wands, please? Thank you. Oh, we got 2 cards. Oh, we've got 8 of Swords in reverse with the Queen of Wands, and then the 5 of Swords upright. So I feel like that's more of someone in your energy. I really feel that I am reading a masculine spirit person with all these masculine cards coming out. I mean, especially the first one coming out being an Ace of Wands, like, and that was under your specific energy that was asked. You're someone maybe a little younger than the Queen of Wands, offering a cup of love and a lot of passion. You want happily ever after with the 4 of Wands. And with the Page of Swords, you're cutting down barriers. Knight of Cups, you're moving into this energy of the Knight of Cups rather than being stuck in the Page of Cups. It's like, I feel like you're working towards this Queen of Wands that's stuck in reverse. You're being more vulnerable with the 7 of Wands in reverse and open towards this person. Turning into Knight of Wands, very passionate energy, it's beautiful. And maybe this Queen of Wands is just kind of stuck a little bit. She's coming out. This feminine energy doesn't necessarily have to be he or she, even the masculine energy. I mean, this could be a female in the masculine energy, or it could be a male in the female energy. We all embody both. But I really feel this Queen of Wands is a feminine. That can be very giving, very beautiful, very kind, very intelligent and intuitive. And she is coming out of a period where she feels bound. She's had some difficult battles to face. It's like she's kind of cleaning up the aftermath of this battle that she's been through. That's yummy. All right, we have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. So I always feel like upright, it's like you got your nose to the grindstone, but this came out in reverse over your energy. I don't feel it's like you don't want to work, but maybe there's a lack of work, a lack of opportunities. Give me more on 8 of Pentacles, please. 8 of Pentacles. Okay, it says Page of Swords. We'll do Page of Swords. We'll get back to the 8 of Pentacles. Nice. So, I'm trying to figure out how to wrap my fingers around this to cover both areas just right. We've got the Star. So, with this happily ever after, we've got the Star and we've got the Hierophant coming out. So, Star, you've got this, which is like an air sign. That's like Aquarius. The Star. I mean, my brain doesn't want to work. You know, just like Star on the silver screen, or, you know, somebody that's very abundant, very giving, very nurturing, also shines brightly, leaves an imprint wherever she goes, or, you know, he, she, just ease of speaking here. But we've also got the Hierophant. Maybe that's the masculine energy that popped out with this. And I feel like this might be you too. Hierophant, very wise, worldly knowledge, intuitive, good advisor. And also we got the 8 of Cups, 8 of Cups in reverse, and we have the Lovers in reverse. This all fell out under the 4 of Wands. So I feel like there's been a delay to your union with the Lovers being in reverse, and it might have something to do with the 8 of Cups being in reverse. You want to walk away from something, but you are trapped. You can't get away from it to make this lover situation happen. All right, 7 of Wands in reverse. Thank you. That flipped right on out. 3 of Wands. So 3 of Wands upright, I feel like, is kind of like a daydreaming card. Making plans to travel. Reflecting sometimes. I don't feel like it's particular. I think this is more of, yeah. I'm hearing start making the daydreams a reality. Bottom of the deck, have strength. Gentle strength. And with strength usually comes patience. And if you notice on the strength, we have the infinity symbol above the head. If I can get this thing to focus. There we go. And, you know, that is a symbol also of manifestation. And we got the Magician in the deck also that has the infinity symbol. It's a symbol of alchemy when you get the Magician and that infinity. So I feel like it's like have strength towards what you are trying to alchemize. Gentle strength towards what your focus is. Can we get one more on that strength card? I don't like when half the deck falls out. You know this. There we go. Thank you. Okay. With the Hermit. Oh, I would like this to focus. This phone's being extra tonight. So I want you to be able to see the image to see if you get anything from it too. Because what I'm saying might not necessarily align, but maybe you get a message in your head. So that's why I'm so adamant about showing the cards. So with the Hermit, that's pretty self-explanatory. This might be a time you have strength and just kind of keep to yourself and yeah, hermit mode. Maybe you've been stuck in hermit mode. That's what it is. Oh, that's more on Hermit. Because you're the King of Cups. King of Cups with a love offer. You want to rein in. This looks like he's sitting on a seashell throne, and it's like, what are those, swordfish or something? He's got little fishies. Very Poseidon energy going on there. Yeah, there's like even a little dolphin jumping in the background and a boat on this side. Let's see if I can make it do right. Maybe if I get my face out of it. There we go. It's hard to see the edge. You can see a little dolphin in a ship. So, and that stuff is behind you, and I feel like that aligns with the Eight of Cups in reverse. Is like, maybe you want to be on that ship, maybe you want to be that dolphin. And dolphins, they mate for life, you know, and we have the Lovers in reverse. And the guy in there, the King of Cups here, he looks very contemplative. He's holding his rod and his cup like he just wants to rule. All right, let's move on to the Sun. I might start to overthink that. Thank you. So with the Sun, we've got a King of Pentacles in reverse with that energy. So I feel like that's what might be blocking that. Somebody greedy, somebody judgy is coming out to mind. Somebody, they just don't give a damn. They just care about their money, and they have no interest in helping, or I hear they're ridiculing. All right, let's go to this Queen of Wands energy. Okay, yeah. So as said previously, we got the Queen of Wands in reverse. She's been through an Eight of Swords, is coming out of it. She's been going through battle, and now she's in this full energy. She's on her new journey. She is stepping forth playful, optimistic. I just heard delightful. Yeah, this is new beginnings for her. Okay, more on him, more on you. Ooh. These all fall. When they fall out of the floor, that's some serious energy. Mother fudgers. Okay. So, under your energy, we've got the Seven of Swords. That's somebody trying to get away with something. I don't know if you're trying to get away with something or you have somebody in your energy that's trying to get away with something. But what I do see is we've got 10 of Wands, but it's in reverse. So it's like you're starting to set the burdens down a little bit. But we also have, well, there's a lot of Nikki people in that one. We've also got Judgment, but it's in reverse. Someone trying to get away with something, but that's under your energy. Setting burdens down and a delay in judgment. Alright, you know what? I'm pulling out another deck because it is so unclear whether that is you that has the Seven of Swords in your energy or if that is a challenge that you're facing. It is laying under your energy, but being a nurse, I double, triple check everything. And I investigate everything. So, alright, Spirit, what I'm going to ask you to do is give me clarification. And is this person trying to get away with something? And that's their energy? Is this Wands person trying to get away with something with judgment delayed? Or is it someone in their energy? If it's them, give me a negative card. That one. Okay. I got Dreamer. Okay. Alright. Yeah, no. That is not you. That is someone in your energy. You... Oh, wow. It just gave me a whole ass story. Oh, okay. Alright, no. That's somebody in your energy that you are waiting for judgment on that might not come. We'll see. Because your energy is 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, and 7 of Cups. Yeah. You're looking to leave. You see the world there in his hand. And it's like the 2 of Wands, it always kind of reminds me of the 11-11 card too. So it's like you are the 11-11, you are not that negative energy. Which makes more sense because you have so many positive qualities coming out in you. You're the sun and with the star energy and yeah, 10 of Pentacles here. Yeah. So that's the energy you should be embodying, but you're waiting for judgment that's not coming. Or it's coming in slowly. Why is it coming in slowly, Spirit? Can we... There are no cats in here, and I just heard a cat jump. That was weird. No, it wasn't me. That's weird. Alright, concentrate. What's up with this judgment and this 7 of Swords energy? Please. Okay. Yeah, I need to use the other deck. I want to know more about who this 7 of Swords is. Who is the 7 of Swords, please? Okay. We've got 5 of Cups in reverse. What else? Who else is... What's up with the 7 of Swords? Which, the first thing that struck out to me is, like, they're cloaked. And it's like they're hiding. So, this is not somebody that's in plain sight, apparently. Alright. 7 of Swords, who is he? or she. The High Priestess was in reverse. So this might be someone in power, or someone that seems very in charge, but they're shady. What comes to mind is like a judge that has a feminine energy, but they have a yucky energy. They don't feel very nice or compassionate whatsoever. Huh. Five of Pentacles in reverse. They would rather see you left out in the snow with no companionship, whatever. Turn you on your head. They like seeing people suffer, is what I just heard. Wow. This is like a real legit life judge. They better get karma coming to them. I'm like, I know I saw a card drop down there. Yeah. So the Hermit is going to get in the world. Oh, I forgot. She got boobies. All right. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that very well. Like I said, these cards are real loved. So, all right. We already established, like, you're in Hermit mode. And I feel like after this Hermit mode, the world is coming. Opportunities are coming. All right, let's get off of that Seven of Wands and you over there. I want to know more about this King of Pentacles in reverse and the Sun. Okay. Whee. I think we've drawn just about every king that there is. You're also the King of Wands. You've got a very passionate author, and that's why you're also the Ace of Wands. Logically minded, intuitive, gifted, passionate, open-minded, and more on this Fool and the Queen of something said grab this deck for her. Okay. Goodness gracious. Okay, she is definitely somebody with a love offer. We got Six of Cups. She wants to share her cups of love with you. She wants to fill you up. Anything else on that one? And guess what? She's also having gentle strength and manifesting you. You two are manifesting each other. Both of you are exactly what you've been dreaming of. Both of you, yeah. No way. Okay, so we've got the Six of Swords. Both of you want to get away together. Both of you want, oh my goodness, happily ever after. And I'm hearing both of you are the wounded warrior with the Nine of Wands. Right? Yeah. So I'm wondering how this is going to come together. Oh. Because I don't think y'all are together. Can we get a card? Alright, right over the happily ever after. We got the Chariot in reverse. Oh my goodness. Okay. And we got the Ace of Cups in reverse. But then we've got the Six of Wands. And Two of Cups. Okay, okay. Oh, I'm getting a whole story here, man. Okay. And we've got the Four of Swords. So, what I was hearing, okay, this is going to be slow moving, but continue to pour into each other. You need to work together. You need to pour into each other's cups because we got Two of Cups. There's like an offer. I mean, it can be love, but I mean, it can also be business. maybe some sort of collaboration together, but you also need to remember to rest with the Four of Swords. All right. Wow. Okay. We'll go ahead and do some Intuit cards first. We'll do intuition. Can we wake up before we do that, please? I'm sure they feel the energy. Anyway, let's get a few cards on intuition. All right. Talent. What else do we have? Attraction. We've got children. Whoa. Good thing I do yoga. Familiarity. This is a sweet vibe. Very sweet. We've got hope. Always remember to keep your hope. You can't manifest anything without hope. And two of you have been working diligently, it appears, to be manifesting one another. Looks like we've got a timing card of summer. So maybe by this summer you two will be together. Dark forces are at work, but you have a higher intellect. Someone's got a higher intellect, maybe both of you do. Somehow the law is going to get involved. I hope it's for the better. I hope neither one of you are doing something shady. I saw water. I don't know why I put it back. Maybe doesn't apply. Oh. Maybe you need to drink more water. Maybe you're separated by water. Maybe you need to... So you have an animal friend, a familiar. And I feel like this is in spirit rather than physical. I don't know. Like if you've ever owned cats and had them pass away, it's so weird. There'll be some nights it feels like you can feel them jump on the bed. Or you hear them in your house and you know they're not there and you know you're awake. I don't know, maybe you felt like, I feel like it's a dog though, like a small dog. Okay, water came out again. So water is significant in some way for sure. Because that's the second time that's popped out. And small talk came out. Maybe you need to be doing some small talk with some folks. I'm not a huge fan of small talk myself. Not huge. I mean, like, if I care about somebody, I like to know how their day is going and stuff. And, yeah, not a huge fan of small talk. I like deep intellectual. You or they are a pure soul, or maybe both of you are. Innocent. And I feel like you guys come together in your dreams. And bottom of the deck, follow your moral compass. Anything else? Just to make sure. All right, and we've got, you're the hero of your own story. Okay. And now we will do some yin yang cards. I promise y'all, these are not going to be my only oracle cards. Last night, I was in the middle of a reading, and there's one specific spot that I keep my cards if they're not in the bag I carry with me out. Like if I'm going to go do readings at the shop, or go to bars and read sometimes when I'm out with friends. That's where you get your free readings. If you buy me a beer. No, I'm just kidding. Although, I don't mind a free drink. Oh. Look, we weren't ready for that. I didn't even put the energy on there. Alright. Anyways. Yeah, I'm going to be getting some more of these Oracle cards. Because I'm missing one of my favorite decks. But, hey, it is what it is. Sometimes magical items walk for a reason and they go where somebody needs them more. That's differenter. Tonight I have got my chamomile tea, but I found some tea I was gifted by my sister, and I'm doing the berry, and it's like orange peel and apple, hibiscus, and what else was in it? Oh, blueberry. It's nice. Nice little bedtime tea. Oh, and rose hips. All very healthy stuff. Rose hips are super high in vitamin C, good for your immunity. Hibiscus will make you age in reverse. No. No, hibiscus is very good for you too, full of antioxidants. All right, so my love, you have a reunion with your soulmate coming in. Soul ties, soulmate, fated partnership, past life connections, past returns. And I really feel, yeah. But right now, you're in negative thoughts, doubts, lonely, negativity, and maybe falling into some hopelessness. Don't lose hope. Stay in that high energy. Because when you're in a higher energy, things come to you. Gifts, people that can help you. Just magnificent things that you wouldn't expect if you can just keep that high vibration. I know it's hard to do it all the time. Lord knows, like a couple of weeks ago, and I'm usually a very, very positive person and have a very different outlook on life than most people do. But yeah, I kind of fell into a funk there myself, and it was very hard to pull myself out of it. And sometimes that's necessary to face your own shadows and do your shadow work, and just face those inner demons and triggers that you might be experiencing. Because if you're triggered by something, that means that you're still working on that shadow. And yeah, I think I was going through that last week with the impatient issue. Anyways, we're talking about you. Yeah, activate your higher self. And that's what I was just talking about. Staying in that higher mindset, that higher vibration, positive outlooks. Something said, even slow movement forward is still moving forward. So higher self-activation, higher self-integration, awakening, timeline shift. That might be why. You might be going through a kundalini. So a kundalini, to put it very simply, without going down the rabbit hole and taking much more of y'all's time, is facing those shadows, you know, facing those triggers. If you're feeling bad, really delving deep into it and asking yourself why. And there's some great videos. I've said it before, huge fan of Carl Jung. Check out Carl Jung on videos on YouTube. You can find them. I just got clarity and truth pop out when I was trying to flip the deck. So heightened intuition, seeing through things. Once you come through this and you hit your higher self, clarity is going to come to you. And you'll be able to see through things that you weren't able to before. You're going to have a stronger foundation. Wants to build a foundation, balance, building a slow and steady forming. That's a weird word to end that sentence on. Okay. So yeah, maybe all of this is happening so slowly for a reason, so that I just heard Jimi Hendrix, "Castles Made of Sand," and like the line out of that song is, "So castles made of sand melts into the sea, eventually. Anyways, so yeah, you don't want to build your castle on top of sand. It's just going to melt into the sea. Look at some of these North Carolina structures melting into the sea. So it's very important to build that good, strong foundation together. Take your time. Wow, these are flipped around. Crazy. I'm about to drop the whole deck. Lord of mercy. And maybe y'all are going through what you're going through because you need to build a good, solid foundation together so that when things start falling into place, you're both super ready. Okay. And we got guarded, vulnerable, holding patterns, security at all costs, blocked heart chakra. So maybe you need to be more vulnerable. Maybe you need to open up more and and address that inner child. Maybe there's an aspect of your inner child, maybe some wounds that haven't quite healed, maybe some things in your family in the past that are still hurting that you need to deal with. And maybe you've been so guarded that you didn't even know that they were still hurting you. Bottom of the deck, wish fulfillment. So this is just showing me that there's some type of like spiritual work that needs to be put in and some letting go of some things for you to get to your wish fulfillment. They've got a lot to say tonight, I'm telling you. EK. EK. Alright, so first we had Jupiter, action, expansion, growth, pursuing passions, adventure, new opportunities and fortune. So this is coming for you within your wish fulfillment. And they're asking that you just trust in divine timing. I am the hugest believer that everything happens for a reason. I've seen too many coincidences to think otherwise. So I hope that was helpful for whoever this was for. It seemed like this was to a very specific person, and I just heard friendship. I don't know, maybe you're one of my friends. Which, if I give you a reading, you will always be my friend, and you will always, which all of you watching, of course, are going to be in my blessings and prayers for you to always be peaceful, happy, prosperous, and abundant. All right, my loves, that's all I have for you. Love and light. Bye. Mwah.